Okay, so here we are, completely motorbikes Kawasaki, and Kate's a little bit excited. She's dressed for the part. What are we excited about, mate?
Picking up the new ZX4RR.
Oh.
I'm the big socks right on.
Was this your one?
It is indeed.
Wow. How excited are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
10.
So Kate's real lucky to get one of the first ZX4RRs available in the UK. Although we did get a glimpse of the bike a few weeks back, albeit in race bike trim, in the British Superbikes. They had one of the ones that's going to be raced in British Super Teens during 2024. So yeah, that's certainly got the excitement building.
I think that's going to be too low. All I can see is your knees. One knee.
Just you. Okay. Yeah. So what we for you?
Okay, here we go. So the first ride is imminent. The handover's done. Thank you to Steve. That was all good. We put some fuel in it. Kate's ready to go. We've got to beat some dark clouds. The bike is unbelievable. We'll tell you more about the bike and why it's so special to us a bit later. We just need to get Kate going at the minute.
She's in road mode.
Set in road mode.
Clutch in.
Okay, sounds nice.
Okay, can you just follow behind it a bit?
I'll follow you behind and we'll meet you somewhere.
Find you somewhere.
Yeah, enjoy. And there she goes.
As the bike is relatively new in the UK, I've not had the opportunity to sit on one before, so I was a little bit cautious as I pulled out of completely motorbikes. The bike isn't that tall, 800 millimeters, but I am also not that tall, so I've got quite short legs. So I took it steady coming out. I was a little bit surprised at the weight. I think because it's a 400cc, I was expecting it to be lighter, when actually it weighs a few kilograms more than my CBR 600RR. But that didn't detract from the fun and certainly the sheer joy at just being on one, having waited this long.
When Kawasaki announced the new ZX4RR, Kate had to have one. It was a no-brainer. She had a ZXR400 for 17 years and absolutely loved it. I'm a big fan of these bikes. I had a ZXR400 as well, the green one, and also an original ZX4, a blue and green one, and loved them. So yeah, it didn't take her too long to decide that she had to have one and place an order pretty much straight away.
So of course, got new tyres, new brakes, new everything. Lots of opinions on running in a motorcycle, taking advice of completely motorbikes when I left and Kawasaki, taking it steady, using the gearbox lots, moving up and down, and avoiding anything too excessive.
Okay, so we caught up with Kate now. Gonna follow her for a bit. It was wet in Wales when we left, so she's gonna have to pick a suitable point to stop, and we'll put the bike in the van. But she certainly seems to be enjoying the bike from what I can see. It'll be interesting to see what she thinks when we get to speak to her.
So because I'm riding the bike in, I can't really get the full experience just yet, but I can already tell that it's got potential. The bars are in a nice position, it feels really comfortable to me, the tank's really narrow, I'm 5'3" and everything is comfortably within reach. The seat is firm, but I think it could do the distance. It's also got some nice padding in there. And the sound of that ram air, I just want to hear that when it gets onto full chat after I've done a few more miles. Although the sun is shining, there's ominous clouds hanging over me to the side that I was keeping a watchful eye on. I really wanted to enjoy the ride, and getting drenched in a downpour on our first time out was not what I had in mind.
So Kate time's stopping well. It's absolutely hammered it down. So we just got the bike in the back of the van before it started to get wet. We don't like our bikes getting wet, certainly not when they're absolutely brand spanking new. So we could continue the review in the back of the van, but I think we'll maybe save it till we get home and do a bit of a walk around. But you happy?
Very happy, very happy. Ride's really sweet, very
Good.
nice. Well, the weather certainly took a turn compared to when I picked it up from the shop just 45 minutes or so ago.
Yeah, you definitely made the right decision putting it in the back of the van. You would not have been happy riding a new bike in this.
No, she's not. She doesn't have flippers.
She doesn't have flippers. No, but you got to ride it. That's the main thing. You've been really lucky.
Yeah.
Carry on the journey back to sunny Wells then. Just a quick look at some of the specs here. I mean, you can look these up yourself, but 77 horsepower, so that's pretty good. That's going to be comparable with a R7 or something like that, I guess. Although, make no mistake, this Kawasaki is a proper sports bike. An R7, much more of a modified MT-07. I don't believe that the handling and the performance will feel the same or be in the same league. Kate mentioned the weight earlier. That's interesting. Yeah, this does actually weigh more than a CBR 600. I think possibly due to the steel frame in use on the ZX4RR. It's only slightly more, but it does weigh more. Can't thank Completely Motorbikes enough. Another good deal from them. We always try and deal with them if we can. So yeah, if you're in the market for a bike, I strongly suggest giving them a shout. So it's actually a couple of days since Kate picked the bike up. We did promise a walk around, but we haven't been able to do it because the weather's been so bad since Kate got it. However, here it is in all its glory. Amazing looking bike. They've really nailed the design, the styling, and the quality is definitely up there. Try and show you the bits I can. Yeah, certainly on the par of any other Japanese manufacturer. So one thing Kate didn't mention on the initial ride, and it was just an initial ride, you only had half an hour, didn't you, unfortunately, before the weather closed in. But given the time of year, very lucky to get that. But this bike comes with a full suite of electronics, so riding modes, of course, but also blipper, quick shifter. How did the blipper and quick shifter feel?
Yeah, it felt okay. I didn't really get much of opportunity to use it. Obviously, I'm steadily going through the gears, so I wasn't really at a point where I could upshift or downshift to maximise it. But the couple of occasions I did use it, worked fine. Felt really tight, nice and smooth, easy.
Yeah, I guess because you're having to keep the revs down, those electronic aids are not really working their best. When we're able to give it full revs, then you'll see the benefit. Yeah. Is there any modifications you got planned for it, Kate? I know you've only just got it.
Yeah, I think there's a few things. I'd like to change the exhaust. Something a bit more appealing, certainly more interesting to the eye. Need to be careful about noise, so need to do a little bit of a check on that one. This needs to go. This absolutely has to go. We need a new tail tidy.
So tail tidy for definite.
Yeah.
And the noise problem because potential track days.
Definitely. You can't own this bike and not take it on track, at least on a few occasions. So that will definitely be on the agenda for next year.
I agree. I think that's what it's built for. Okay, so tail tidy, exhaust.
Foot pegs. You need to get rid of these pillion pegs and see if there's something slightly more attractive, maybe some rear sets with time, but there's no rush to do that. And I'm also quite keen to see if I can get another seat and take some of the padding out. I don't really want to look into lowering the bike in any way. It's manageable on tiptoe, but it would be more comfortable if I just have that little bit of extra, so things to explore.
So scalp the seat so it's a bit lower for you?
Yeah, but I want to do it on a different one, so I keep the original seat, so if I allow you to have a go, you can just swap seat back over and you get that height back.
If I'm lucky enough.
If you're lucky.
I'll quickly show the cockpit and the dash. It's all very nice, I think, very pleasant. Okay, a bit difficult to see with the reflection, but full colour TFT. Got everything you need, I guess. So I've just swung the bike around a bit so you can see the other side. But yeah, it's a lovely looking bike. It's not really any looks similar to the original ZXR400, which I guess you wouldn't expect given this is, you know, much more modern bike. Times have moved on a lot. Be interesting to know how much of the engine is based on the original ZX400, if any of it. But it's got ram air, which the original 90s bikes had, so I wonder if that's a hangover from that. Be interesting to find out. Kate alluded to doing a few bits and pieces, fitting a few accessories. Being a new model, the accessories are only just becoming available, so there's no single seat cowls available from Kawasaki yet. I'm not sure if the exhausts are available, so yeah, it's going to take a bit of time for those parts to come through. Definitely needs a EvaTech tail tidy, that's monstrous on the back. But yeah, bits and pieces will come available, and then she can update the bike as she goes. So thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in some more ZX4RR content, then please subscribe to our channel. We've got a few things lined up. Once the weather picks up, we'll be doing a back-to-back review with a Ninja 400, so the current Kawasaki 400 twin model, and also hopefully a back-to-back review with something from the 90s, maybe a Honda RVF 400, so the last of the 90s 400s, and it'll be real interesting to see how it compares. So yeah, please give us a subscribe, and we'll see you next time.